All right. Welcome to the first Meteor Club Apprentice series here. Um, I just thought it'd be fun to, I'm working with someone who wants to learn Meteor, Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hey.
And I thought it would be fun to just kind of record the teaching and the learning and everything that's going on, so can be preserved for others down the road, and maybe other people can learn as well. But specifically, we're working on kind of Meteor Club related things. So today we're going to be working on the Meteor Club site. The goal is to start getting new features out on it. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, I'll share my screen. If you're not familiar with pair programming, the idea is that I'm going to be writing code, and Paul's going to be watching and asking questions, and kind of forcing me to stop and think and start discussions about, is this the best way to build the feature? And I also find that pairing is a great way to also learn. So it's a good way to transfer knowledge. Can you see my screen okay, Paul?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So let me turn off all these notifications. We've got a site on GitHub. It's private right now. I may actually make it public at some point. Get a window open here. So I use tmux and Vim, if anyone's curious what that is. Look at that, it's still notifying me even though I turned off notifications. Let's see. So we're going to work on meteorjs.club. Just get this running. Kill that guy. So you run. I guess step one should be to upgrade it, huh?
Yeah.
The goal today is just to, we've got a design that's been pre-done by the designer that allows us to easily integrate the Q&A sessions, and we can show upcoming sessions and we can show past sessions, and the past sessions will integrate the YouTube video into the website, and then the page also exists so that I plan to get the video transcribed, and so there's some transcription that can be put in as well. And so the goal would be to get that working. Oh goodness, I guess I should have started this a lot sooner. All right, well, we'll let that run in the background. I also had some documents here that I pulled up, API docs, because we're going to work with the Google Plus API. Did you have a chance to look over those at all, Paul?
I looked incredibly briefly.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of time to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've taken a kind of skim, but I wasn't really sure what exactly what areas would need to be looked at.
Okay. So I think the portion that we care about is the activities. And so they've got an activities resource here as part of their HTTP API.
Okay.
And they've got this API Explorer, which looks cool, and so I took the uh, ID of this guy, which is an upcoming Q&A session, and popped it in and hit execute, and it gave me a 404. And it looks like you need an API key on here, but I don't see, like, they don't have a field to set the API key. So I guess we
The
could.
brief bit of reading I was doing, I was struggling to see how they look at their events versus activities or hangouts.
I think they're all considered activities.
Okay.
Uh, I'm guessing if it's a hangout, there might be additional information. Just not sure how to get the Google Plus API key. Maybe the intro.
So I'd seen, I don't know if you've worked too much with Google Plus, so I'd managed to look a little bit and seen the developers console where you can basically create a project, and it looked like from the project you could get a key,
Okay.
which is console.developers.google.com.
Indeed, that's where I'm at. So call this Meteor Club. There we go. Get a fancy modal with a spinner here. There we go.
And then I think it was that enable APIs in the middle.
This one.
I briefly looked to see, because I was trying to see how do I set it up, so I'd started there because I thought, well, I don't understand which of the APIs I should be working with. So I was starting at that point.
See maps there. Google Plus API. Right here. Just agreed to a whole bunch of legal stuff.
The good thing everybody reads those carefully.
I hope it just doesn't flash my credentials.
Yeah, it's not something you particularly want.
I wonder if we can get it with the public access. Oh, really? You gotta give it an IP address, huh?
It's not necessarily ideal.
Can I give it like the whole internet?
I suspect because they provide usage limits, you may get a little bit abused.
They can do client browser as well. Let me create one without. Oh, yeah, there you go. You just leave it blank. All right, so we'll use this one for testing, and then we'll delete it after the session. Let's see if we can get the API Explorer to go.
That's a long upgrade.
Yeah, it's taking a while. So I think we can just try curl. See what we get back. It's a 404. Maybe all versions. Are we on? Yeah, we're still on version 1. Get in activity. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the events have their own API. Because this should be public. Yeah, public event. Maybe we can try this one. List out for a user. List. So where's my user ID? Oh, Google.
Not as easy as I would have expected.
No, definitely not. Me. We can just say me. What it'll say when we do that. 404 not found.
Mind if I do some searching in the background?
No, go ahead.
Great.
It's expected, actually.
Cool. As this...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they don't have this information in their API. Hangouts app. Yeah, let's see. That's a link to the app. I know they have this, actually. Google Plus Hangouts API. There, I found some different documentation. This is for writing a Hangout app. That's not quite what we want either.
Sweet.
I mean, another hack, I guess, would be to let's look at they give you a YouTube URL, so maybe we can look and see what the event looks like on YouTube. So I go to events. We've got the Q&A here. Yeah, if I click links, then you get the event page, the YouTube, and the video embed. There we go. We got the app running at least. So I think I commented out the link. Yeah, here we go. So in the top bar, we got a link that goes to ask questions, and it takes you to this page.
Okay.
And the idea is that each event would have kind of like a listing down here sequentially, and then it would show like guests as well. So I guess each one has a guest associated with it, so we can pull in their pictures and stuff.
I'm finding some stuff on Stack Overflow from a while back. I just want to see what I can find. I might give you some. Let's just grab. Paste in the Stack Overflow link into the group chat. And there they had a sample link that says you can use the Activities API to see activities created for public events. But it doesn't look like you get access to the full details about the event.
Well, we only need some. But that goes to the same spot we were.
Mm.
Oh, that's interesting. But the event link is different from the activity ID. How do you convert the link to an ID? That's the problem. That's why we're getting a 404. Their discovery mechanisms kind of suck.
So the only advice I'm seeing so far from anybody in my extensive Googling is to look at the activities for a group or something like that. And once you can get that list of activities, you might be able to find the events that are happening.
Right.
But nobody seems to be saying there's a direct correlation between like how do you convert from your activity ID to event ID or an event ID to an activity ID.
Right. This is probably like the worst API we could have picked. It's Pro. Yeah, we're still getting a 404. Different 404. Oh, I guess we have to say public. This will work. Be a miracle. Oops. Invalid credentials.
Getting something.
See, how do we... There we go. That's better. Look at that. The ID is all numeric. You see that?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that is bizarre. Whoa, down here it's not all numeric. That's for this event. Session 1. Oh, wow. It's got all my shared notes, too. Activity. Man, this is crappy. No wonder no one uses Google+.
Yeah, the Hangouts are wonderful, but the API.
Maybe it makes sense to tackle this from YouTube then. I know they've got a decent API, and I've got a package that works with it.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, let's
yeah.
take a look at that angle maybe.
It's hopefully a better starting point.
So it says please stand by. So the next question is, what does this look like in the YouTube API? Can I get an individual video? I know you can. What's the part? I don't understand what the part parameter specifies a comma separated list of one or more live stream resources. The ABI response will include the part names that you can include in the parameters are ID, snippet, CDN, and status. Status. Gotta OAuth. This is crazy.
You kind of want to find video.
I need like a videos Git. Everything in here though is Git rating. So title, see if this works. Bad request.
What information are you looking for from the video?
I want to see, like, I was hoping to see maybe when it starts, because it's got a countdown on the page, right? You can say,
Yeah.
it says please stand by, and it's got this little counter. So it's kind of hoping to, like, it had some kind of date associated with it, so we could pull that out. Well, let's look at our, I guess we should be paying attention to our UI here. So this right here should be the most current YouTube video. And then, oh, hold on. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
And so when you click on one, we should have a page like this. And so it's got a title, it's got the YouTube video, and then I'll have the transcript. I don't know. Maybe we just, rather than syncing the info over, we just...
Enter it twice.
Yeah. Sucks, but...
I mean, then if you at least build something to display the data and to store it and all the rest of it, whether you sync that data at a later stage or
That's true.
not, at least you've made a starting point, so
Yeah.
you could get something going.
Yeah, okay, let's try that. We'll just make like should we make a videos collection? So my goal is to make these pairing sessions available on the site as well. And so I'm wondering if it makes sense to just have like one video collection, but then have like a video type on it or something.
You almost want to be able to have a series.
Yeah.
Because I could see you doing pairing with multiple people, so you might want to have a series of one thing and a series of another.
Right.
So you've got, you'd have your video type, which might say it's pairing, and then you can say my series is, pairing with Paul type thing, and you've got that group going, and you can have pairing with someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, that might actually be more like a person ID or something on there, I would think, because then I can tag the ones that you're in, and then we could actually, based on that, like if someone comes back on a Q&A or you and I have multiple videos, let's see, if we go back, we've got these pictures right here, but they don't actually link anywhere. So maybe it makes more sense to have these linked to a page that shows like Chris's videos, right?
Mm.
Or like Sasha's videos. Or like if you and I are pairing, then it would show your picture and it'd be your videos where we paired.
Which makes sense.
And then we would have like the video type would determine the section that it goes in on the website, and then the person would determine how it gets categorized in that view, I guess. All right. Well, let's try that then. So collections, we'll want videos.coffee. I'm using CoffeeScript on this site, so that may be new to some people.
It's new to
So,
me.
um, so we just say videos equals new info.collection videos. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it like that for now. And so the other thing we kind of need, I guess we can just work backwards. We can just insert maybe from the console. But we'll eventually need an admin area or something to make my life a little easier.
You don't want to be inserting stuff from the database.
From the console, yeah.
From the console, yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we can't.
Then assume that's because it's not published and you're not subscribing to it versus it's not because of allow deny rules that are in effect.
No, it's probably because of allow deny. Like we've removed insecure and we haven't put an allow rule in there.
Okay, if it doesn't find an allow, it's automatically denied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess I'm just trying to decide if we want to like get the authentication going. Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we want a seed user. Yeah, actually, I've already put user accounts bootstrap in here. We update to the latest. Actually, do that in this window. I don't want to get sidetracked. I really want to get the videos creating, so we'll just do a quick allow rule for now. You're not allow. We look at allow. Guess we can just do ups insert for now.
Continue to do media rough videos to allow.
Oh yeah, you're right. videos. Let's see. That just tells it to run a function, and we're not going to take any parameters. And then, and CoffeeScript feels weird to me now after being in JavaScript for so long.
I'm going to have to do a quick CoffeeScript tutorial.
So here we just return true, so it should just be like that. Not allow anyone to insert for now. We can start playing with hooking up the rest of this stuff. So it should come back and be nothing. Oh, look at that. Do we have auto publish in here? Or is it available because I created it right then?
And I hope it's because you created it.
Yeah, I don't think we can auto publish in here. Just no versions. Yeah. It's taking this thing so long.
Yeah, I found when I did a Meteor update, it took quite a while. I mean, it's not that my internet connection is super amazing, but
Mine kind of is.
yes. So it's definitely not you. One day.
Took me years to get here.
Yeah, well, I think our fastest connections are 20 or 40 meg connections.
Oh yeah. So I was on a
And
30 meg up until we moved.
but I mean, in South Africa, that's in very limited areas. So if I want that, I'd have to move house.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, yeah, we had to move too to get the 100 megabit. We can get a gigabit. We actually discussed it, but it just seems ridiculous. Like we're already pushing in parts of the house the Wi-Fi to the extent that it can handle.
Oh, wow.
Like if you're in the front of the house and you're on that Wi-Fi access point, it can only do 50 megs. So it's like it's kind of funny. Feels like a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not know what's going on here. I wonder if we can just kill Meteor versions file. I wonder if it's freaking out because of the RC tag on velocity here. So we don't even need that anymore. We don't need that either. There we go. So now, add accounts, password. So we'll stop doing errors. So do we have settings? Yeah, we do have settings here. Did you see this post about using package.json?
Yes, it's a good feature. I think either you mentioned it somewhere or I picked it up off Crater.
Yeah,
Which,
we were talking about it on the podcast. Do that real quick. I'll try that. If easier. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Like that.
oh, you can't have the comment at the top. I don't know if you included it.
Oh, I did. Why you did that?
The comment says don't include the comment, which is
Comment says you can't have the comment.
a vicious circle of comments.
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks a lot. Nice. Totally worked. All right. So now we're running. All right. So it is empty. I think it's also legitimately empty. I don't think we were able to insert. So if you guys haven't seen it, I know you saw it, Paul, but RoboMongo is a great tool for looking at your local database. Cucumber. Yeah, no users, nothing. Okay. So let's try to insert that video again while the app's actually running. We want Meteor. Oh, okay, there was stuff in here. Videos. Alright, so we're getting our video. Alright, so now we need subscription here. So I start by writing the publication. We'll do videos by type. Now we'll just do videos.find. I guess we need, right here, we need to take a parameter. Video type.
You got a double D on your videos.find.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Video type. What's video type? There we go. And oddly, the router is JavaScript.
Just to make your life easy.
Yep. The designer wrote this, so yes. Questions. Wait on. Function. We just return meteor.subscribe. Yes, type. I don't quite like calling it questions. Call it QA. Oh, we need to come up here. Why is JSint yelling at us? Right. let's insert one. Chrome. Back over here. So I'll call that title. Something like YouTube URL. That guy. Give it a video type of QA. There we go. Now we're getting them. So we'll get rid of that one. Delete document, yes. Not sure. Like, should we just set a future flag on these? Like, I don't know. Like, put a date on them when we insert them?
Well, if you put a date of the broadcast, if you set it and it's in the future, you can do a countdown towards it. And if you set it in the past, you've got the ability to show, to sort by date and say, when did this happen?
Okay.
So broadcast data or something like that works.
All right. Yeah, I don't even know. What's the Mongo date look like? Share ID. Oh, do we have Houston in here? Houston, we have a problem. No? Well, there's a Houston collections in here.
I'm assuming Houston's a package.
Yeah, it's like an admin package. All right, well, let's just start iterating in our template and see where we get. Oh, that's interesting. She totally faked out. Best designer ever. Look at that. So we've got like guest details already in here for us, video details. She's already created a
structure.
Yeah, that's funny. All right.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Of course, these need to become functions, but do something like that to get it working easily. Yeah, maybe it is time to bust out the YouTube API. I know we can get this stuff from it. I did it on Meteor Talks.
Because you want to be able to basically list every YouTube video you've done.
No, but we can, like, if you see this here, like, this is all coming directly off YouTube, so that we're getting like this thumbnail screenshot, we're getting the title, and then when you click in, this is just making a light box, but obviously we'll do a
You
little.
just got to have the URLs and those details.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the point where I'd want to put YouTube in. All right. Let's see if anyone's done more recent work than me on YouTube. Iframe player. Iframe API. Searching. Oh, there you go. Let's see if he got any further along. All right. So let's try his package maybe. So we need really. Huh. All right. Well, we're about out of time, so I guess we'll stick a pin in this, and I'll make a branch, and we'll continue on Thursday.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep. I'll do some research in the meantime.
Yeah. All right. And I'll find my keys, and we'll put them in the settings file, so I don't have to expose them all over YouTube.
Potentially.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you Thursday. We'll do same time. Does that work?
That works for me.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Cheers.